what you will about CGI, but it's revolutionized the way movies look.
Sure, you're making all of this.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 visually stunning films. For this list, we've looked at films that feature CGI in key scenes to create the movie's atmosphere, look, and feel. Which means, as long as they're beautiful and use computer-generated imagery, they're eligible for this list.
This is Sparta!
Number 10, 300. Basing their film on a Frank Miller comic book series of the same name, the production team behind this movie set out to make it look as bold and graphic as it appears on paper.
It does look like rain.
They more than accomplished this feat and matched the comic almost panel by panel by filming largely in front of a blue screen and filling in the backgrounds later using CGI.
They're clumsy beasts.
After principal shooting ended, 300 was in post-production for almost a year. But the time and effort definitely paid off.
My love.
Number 9, The Matrix.
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream?
What would a future where humans are batteries and reality is nothing more than a computer simulation look like? The Wachowskis answered that question in their second feature, the first of this iconic sci-fi franchise. Drawing inspiration from anime and martial arts movies, they designed a mind-blowing realm where CGI amplified the action, making it seem at once real and unreal. And while later Wachowski films like Speed Racer and Cloud Atlas also thrilled with their visuals, there's no beating the original Matrix and its groundbreaking bullet time effects.
Maybe I'm not in your heaven after all, girl. Maybe you're in mine.
Number 8, What Dreams May Come.
Can you see me now?
Is that you, Doc? Why are you so blurred?
I'll get clearer when you want me to, Chris.
The movie may have earned mixed reviews, but even naysayers couldn't deny the excellence of Vincent Ward's visuals. Following soulmates Robin Williams and Annabella Sciorra from Earth to the afterlife, What Dreams May Come is rich with vibrant colors and picturesque landscapes, with the imagery of heaven resembling a dream and hell serving as a stark contrast.
Hey, watch where you step at!
Oh, sorry.
Winning the Oscar for Best Visual Effects, it's also one of the only movies to be filmed using Fuji Velvia film, which gave it its smooth finish and vivid colors.
Where are they going?
They're going to help others be reborn on Earth.
Really? Reincarnation?
Number 7, Inception. Every dime of its $160 million budget was accounted for in this Christopher Nolan production.
We're dreaming?
You're actually in the middle of the workshop right now, sleeping. This is your first lesson in shared dreaming. Stay calm.
When inventing a world where the subconscious can be infiltrated through dreams, and entire worlds can be created and altered with the mind, the director consciously limited the use of CGI to avoid overpowering the film's visuals, instead filming at locations around the world using practical effects.
How do I drop you without gravity?
And his technique worked. By using CGI tastefully, reality really contrasted with the fight and dream sequences, creating a successful movie that earned $826 million at the box office.
Something, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
What?
Number 6, Jurassic Park. Just because they weren't resurrected using complicated science as they were in the movie, doesn't make the achievement of bringing dinosaurs into today's world any less spectacular.
It's a dinosaur.
Besides Stan Winston's lifelike animatronic creatures, withstand Industrial Light and Magic's groundbreaking effects that signaled a revolution in filmmaking and still look lifelike decades after the film's release.
Boy, do I hate being right all the time.
Director Steven Spielberg postulated that without an impressive first reveal, his movie would fail. But the first time we see the dinosaurs, we know we're in for one wild, magical, and visually stunning ride. Number 5. Tron Legacy. Building on the success and beauty of its 1982 predecessor, this sequel's visuals are futuristic, sleek, and sexy. Creating a fictional world inside a computer system that looked and felt real, the movie's effects took nearly 2 years to complete, with 10 companies contributing to the effort.
Here we go.
To ground the CGI effects in reality, the set design team used real materials like glass, concrete, and steel. But what was perhaps most impressive was that Jeff Bridges was digitally altered to look decades younger.
The conditions were right and they came into being.
And more similar to his 1982 appearance.
Your move, Flynn. Come on. Come on.
Number 4. Life of Pi.
What are you thinking?
Based on Jan Martel's novel of the same name, this live-action computer-animated film depended heavily on 3D and CGI to bring to vivid life the various animals the protagonist meets while drifting at sea.
Come on! Come on!
Setting out to explore the beauty of nature and natural wonders, it coupled real locations with visual effects to create the gorgeous scenery and somehow make the ocean its own character. Life of Pi is thought to be the perfect balance of technology and natural wonders, and it's highlighted as a poetic force of cinema. Number 3. The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King.
The way is shut. Now you must die.
Peter Jackson's vision of J.R.R. Tolkien's world was perfected in the trilogy's last film, leaving audiences with a lasting impression of Middle-earth. Jackson was conscious in his use of CGI, preferring to use New Zealand's natural landscape whenever possible. But this film contains the most visual effects of the trilogy, with nearly 3 times the amount of the first and twice the amount of the second. And whether the CGI is bringing us a giant spider, a massive army, or a lasting villain, it's executed with expert precision. Number 2. Avatar.
Well, who'd you expect, numbnuts?
This film was director James Cameron's labor of love since 1994. But he knew that in order to do the story justice, he would have to wait for the proper technology to be created. Cameron used his estimated $200 to $300 million budget to use motion capture photography and cutting-edge CGI techniques to create his non-existent creatures and the beautiful fictional world of Pandora.
This is a place for prayers to be heard and sometimes answered.
His patience paid off, and the film became not only a groundbreaker in terms of effects, but also the highest-grossing film ever, beating out Titanic, another Cameron film. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Oh God, no.
Get out of the way!
Number 1. Gravity.
Houston, I have a bad feeling about this mission.
Director Alfonso Cuarón captured the vastness and beauty of space like no one before him. Combining thrilling effects with an equally thrilling story and performances, he tracks two astronauts as they go about their work far away from Earth.
I never got to land the simulator, I told you.
But you know about it.
And I crashed it
Listen,
every time.
you want to go
but
back
that's
or do you want to stay here?
As Sandra Bullock floats through space, the audience is treated to a visual feast as she's ejected from one spacecraft to another. And credit must be given to Framestore, the UK-based special effects company that did the majority of the film's visuals. After all, their work helped win 7 Oscars.
Gotta admit one thing. Can't beat the view.
Do you agree with our list? Which CGI movie made an impression on you? For more stunning top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.